Hi, my name's Joe, and I'm going to be running through how to display your current eBay listings on your website using a free tool called Auction Nudge. What we'll be looking to achieve is installing Auction Nudge into this simple web page. It doesn't get much simpler than this. We've just got a heading and two paragraphs. So what we'll go for is just displaying our current eBay listings on this page. The tools you'll need are a web browser. I'm using Firefox here. A FTP program, just so you can edit the files on your website, and also a text editor. So this is where we'll actually be making the changes to the web page. So we'll start off by opening up Firefox and going to auctionnudge.com. So we've got the homepage here. There is help, an FAQ, so we've got some help on here and some examples, but we're actually just going to go straight in and get the code to display our eBay listings. For this demonstration, I'm going to use someone called Sounds Wholesale. I'm not actually associated with these guys at all, but I just know that they sell a lot on eBay, so they've always got active listings, which is useful when using these demos, so I don't have to go and change any eBay usernames. Also, we've got an eBay site option here, so I know these guys sell a lot in the UK, but if you're based in the US or somewhere else, then you'd want to choose the applicable site. Also here we've got some tooltips, so if you aren't sure what an option is, hopefully this will give you a bit of an idea. So all we need to do is click Show Me. Now we've got our eBay listings loaded now, currently showing 6. We've got some display options on the left hand side over here, so we're actually currently looking at the column view, but we can change that. So if we pick another theme, like image and details for example, click refresh. We're going to have the same items, just displayed slightly differently. We can also do things like get rid of the eBay logo and reduce it to 4 items. Click refresh. There you go. So this is actually a live demo of the code in action. If you notice here on the left hand side at the bottom, there's a text box. This is actually the code which generates the eBay listings. So what I'm going to do is click here. I'm going to copy all of this onto the clipboard. Okay, I'm going to go to our FTP program. Cyberduck. I'm going to find the file that we actually want to edit. So in this case, it's YouTube setup demo.html. So that's here. I'm going to open this. So now we've got it in our text editor. This is actually the HTML for the web page. So all we need to do now is actually paste in the code where we want the listings to be displayed. So I want it between the last 2 paragraphs. So just paste. Okay, I'm just going to indent that so it looks a bit nicer. So all this is a JavaScript include really. Calls auction nudge, and then it actually just passes the options which we selected a moment ago. And there's also a div here called with an ID of auction nudge items, so that's a unique ID, and that tells the script where to put the items. So if we just save this now and then go over to Firefox, refresh the page, there you go, straight away we've got our active eBay listings embedded in the page, and this is a live feed, so this will keep up to date with your active listings. If we go back here, just to demonstrate, if we move this code somewhere else, between the heading and the first paragraph for example, save that, and then refresh the page, so it's actually moved the listings now. So really, wherever you want the listings to appear, you just paste that in. I'm going to undo that. Okay, so that's really it. That's as simple as it is to display your eBay listings on your website using Auction Nudge. What I'm going to while we're here, I'm going to quickly show you how to adjust the display of the listings, because as you can see at the moment, because we haven't got a style sheet associated with the web page, it's all nice plain text, no styles, Times New Roman, and Auction Nudge actually takes its styles from the web page. So you can see in the live demo here, the Auction Nudge feed has actually taken the fonts, font sizes and link color from the main page. So what we can actually do, if we go to the help and FAQ section, we've got some details on there of how to adjust the how the items appear. So how can I modify the appearance of Auction Nudge? This gives you a few rules that we can apply. So what we're going to do is, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go back and I'm going to show you how to adjust the column view, because this is something that I've been asked a few times. So got the column view, 4 items, don't show the eBay logo. Okay, so I'm going to copy this again, just repeating the steps we did before, but just we're going to have a slightly different code. Paste that in here, save that, go back to our page, refresh. Okay, so you can see now we've got the column view. I'm not sure you can actually see, but this the background colour of the rows alternates between light grey and white. One thing people ask me is how to change the colours of these. Perhaps you've got a black background website or something like that, in which case these colours aren't going to work. So what I'm going to do now is go to back to the help page. And I've got an example here of how to change the background colours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, go back to our text editor. Now we need to add some CSS, some cascaded and style sheet rules to the page. Chances are you're already going to have a style sheet with associated with your website, either linked in or added directly to the head element. So which is what we're going to do now. So this is just adding the style directly into the head. If you've got an external style sheet, it's going to be exactly the same. So we'll paste in these rules that we just copied. Just going to indent them so it looks nice. Okay, so what this is we're targeting the div with an ID of Auction Nudge items, which is this one down here. And then we're targeting the table within that, the columns table, and then this is each row, and then every other row is actually added a class called alt. You don't need to worry about the details too much here, you can just copy and paste this in. But if we were to save this now, go back to our page, refresh, there you go. So we've got alternating red and blue background added to that now. Not ideal though, because as you can see our links, by default the browser colours links blue, with the blue background that doesn't actually show up. So what I'm going to do now is go back to our page. I'm going to target the Auction Nudge div again, but this time I'm going to say A for anchor, so that's our links. Just going to give those a colour of white. Save that, go back and refresh. So now we've got nice white link text showing up there. Obviously stands out a bit better. We've got black and white text now, so what I think I'll do is I'm going to add another rule, but this one targets the whole Auction Nudge div, so everything inside Auction Nudge. I'm also going to call that white. I'm going to colour that white. I think what I'll also do is change the font a little bit. So we're going to give that Arial. I'm going to save that, refresh the page. There you go. So we've changed the font and everything's now coloured white. We can also do things like change the font size if we want. 9 pixels. Refresh that. So as you can see, the font size has got smaller there. Notice though that the only changes are actually inside the auction nudge div, not the rest of the web page. That's we've not targeted that with CSS, so that's just using default settings. So hopefully that'll gives you a bit of an introduction of how to install Auction Nudge and adjust some of the display settings. There is more help on the help page. There's also some other demos, CSS demos that you can view, including the source code, so you can copy and paste as you like. But if you really get stuck and need some more help or have any suggestions, then you can use the contact form up here and send me an email and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, thanks for using Auction Nudge.